was. But make sure you check us out, fitnessrxformen.com. And, Greg, I'm sure you've noticed going on the site, on the forum, and on the social media pages, we have a new ass that is on our site every day. What do you think of this Jen Selter booty pick of the day that's going on over there, Greg?
Oh, I love, me, dude. Ass, to me, it's a food of love thing. You know what I mean? I'm an ass guy. I'm not a titty guy. I'm an ass guy. Ass and legs all the way.
Bro, this chick, she's like fucking 20 years old, right? All she is a selfie fitness model. Basically, she takes pictures of herself in the fucking mirror and puts it online, and she's got like 1.3 million Instagram followers. Well, Fitness RX for Women is doing something with her, and they wanted to know if I wanted to do something with her online. And you know what? I was more than happy to help. Can you believe it? I have to look at pictures of this girl and pick one and put it up every day. It's a fucking tough fucking day for me to do that.
I love it, bro. I love it. She's like one of them Catholic schoolgirls going wild, you know what I mean? All of a sudden now she's like fucking selfies and this and that, the other thing. She's going crazy. You know, I love that shit. That's freaky. I love anything freaky, you know?
Catholic schools, girls gone wild, bro. You just brought back you jogged a memory that goes back to the fucking 70s.
Let me
You
hear.
know what? Maybe with this type of thing, maybe I'm found out the cause and the root of my evil, my perversions, my fucking carnal disgustingness.
No. Let me hear. What is it? What
All right, listen to this. This is fucking funny as hell, right? I was growing up in fucking Brooklyn, right?
Right.
We were, I think, like 5th and 6th grade. I think it went over like around 2 years. I know it was during 6th grade, so that was like 1978 or something like that, right? I was, 11 or some shit, right?
You were perverted at 11 years old. Okay, keep going.
I was on my way. I was definitely, it wasn't an innocent young man, because I started jerking at 5, and that's no bullshit, right? I know that's a dice line, but that really was the truth for me, too.
I did, too, by accident. I was humping the pillow, and then I fucking shot a load, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
The first time I shot a load, I got pissed because I had to clean it up. When you come before you fucking reach puberty, you feel it, but you don't have to clean it. It's fucking perfect scenario.
I didn't know what it was. It just smelled like really bad, strong bleach. But
it's disgusting, right? It's like somebody...
I want to hear this Catholic schoolgirl thing, Joe. I'm a little anxious to hear this. Go ahead.
Catholic schoolgirls. I went to an elementary school called PS 226, and a block away there was a Catholic high school for girls called Bishop Kearney. Now, everybody in the neighborhood used to always talk about the Kearney girls. Now, you know how they used to fucking roll the fucking skirt down a little bit, right? So it would get shorter, and then, on the so the knee, higher than the knees even more. So the legs showed, and then the belly showed, and they would tie the shirt up. There was this group of fucking Kearney girls. They had to be either juniors and seniors or a mixture of, right?
Right.
They had a car. They had this fucking piece of shit, like a panel kind of Buick station wagon kind of fucking car. And our school was right down the block from their school. It was on one corner on 23rd Avenue. Theirs was on Bay Parkway and 61st Street, right by my old house.
Go ahead.
In the beautiful neighborhood of Bensonhurst, Brooklyn. Walked down the fucking block there, and we used to go out for lunch while we were in elementary school all the time. We walked down the fucking block, and these group of Kearney girls, I don't know how it first started, but they just started, like, fucking with us, like, teasing us, like, to get us fucking... They knew we were, like, little fucking horny kids or whatever, little boys. They're just starting to notice tits at that age, right? So they started fucking with us, and they let us take rides with them in this car. One of them had borrowed the family fucking piece of shit truckster, right? So she's driving around in this Brady Bunch fucking car, whole bunch of her friends in the car, and a whole bunch of us, me and my friends from the school, all guys. They would let us squeeze their tits. They would let us squeeze their
asses. 11 years old? You're 11 and they're
Bro, they were like 16, 17.
Shit.
Bro, they used to kiss us. I don't think we tongued. I honestly, I can't remember that, but we probably just put mouth to mouth. But let me tell you something. There was this little plump brunette one with big fucking tits and nice fucking legs, and I would squeeze her legs right by her pussy and everything. And to me, this was like fucking the 3 Charlie's Angels rolled into fucking one. Because she was like, to me, it's like, holy shit, this fucking girl's amazing, because she was hot, right? Now, obviously, if I saw that girl when I was that age, maybe she wouldn't have been as amazing to me. But if I remember correctly, they were cute. They were little giddy girls, and they were all horny motherfucking bitches. And they would fucking do this to us. And we would drive around with them in this fucking, You know how the station wagon, the back just flaps down? You can roll the window down.
Oh, yeah, of course.
It's like open, right?
Absolutely.
We would sit and ride in there with the girl next to us, squeezing their tits, driving around the neighborhood, and all the people used to see this in the fucking neighborhood, all over Bay Parkway and the Avenue and all of this shit.
Oh my God!
And of course, to me, that was like years worth of fucking, jerk off Rolodex material, because this was like a fucking girl. Now, obviously, 5, 6 years old is not that big of a deal, but when you're 11, it's a fucking huge difference. Because you're talking little kids compared to that's practically a woman at that age.
Oh, yeah, when you're 11 years old, that is, to you, that's like a yeah, of course, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, bro, to this day, still it has to be one of the highlights of my fucking youth, if not the highlight of my youth. Probably the best, just as good as the first time dropping a fucking real load.
But you didn't marry one of these chicks. It's not your wife or nothing like that, right?
I fucking certainly hope not. I don't think she didn't go to Catholic school, but they always say that the Catholic schools are the fucking like the Billy Joel line, right?
Yeah,
this was the cliche. It was true.
Catholic school girls going wild, bro. That's what that's why I said that shit. I went to my kids went to Catholic school, but I didn't. I went to regular school and shit. But back then, well, I'm older than you, so back then you had to wear slacks and shoes and shit. You couldn't wear no jeans. Like these kids, they wearing shorts and sneakers, and I couldn't wear that. We had to bring our sneakers for gym day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I got my ass kicked by my mother once because I wore jeans to school. You know what I mean? And my sister had to wear a little dress. But I
remember assembly in public school. You had to wear the white shirt and a red tie.
Oh yeah, dude. We used to have to wear a button shirt every day. If you didn't have to wear it didn't have to be like all the way down, but at least like an Izod button shirt. It had to have a collar. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. When I was younger, and that wasn't even Catholic school. That's regular school.
Yeah.
Obviously, they did away with that shit. Now kids, my kids go to school with fucking shorts on all year. And my daughter was going to school wearing fucking gym shorts and shit. Because she was, she was a jock. But not now. I'm talking about when she was younger. But now it's a totally different animal. I mean, dude, I used to jerk it to a Playboy magazine. I didn't even know what a vagina was until I was fucking. I remember some kid who's actually my best friend now telling me that, what about the birds and the bees. He was the one who told me. I was like 10 years old, and he was telling me, your father fucked your mother. That's how they had you. And I was like, dude, no way. My father would not do that shit. That's so gross. You know what I mean? Like, what do you mean he fucked her? And he's like, he stuck his dick inside your mother's fucking thing. And I'm like, no fucking way. So I went home and I told my mother, Mom, did you and Dad fuck that kid? And my mother goes to me, my mother couldn't handle shit. So my mother said to me, well, you better talk to your father about that. So I went downstairs and I said to my father, did you stick your dick in Mom, to have a kid? And my father goes, you better go talk to your mother about that. So they couldn't give me a fucking straight answer. You know what I mean? And my friend's like, well, how do you think they had you? What do you think? And I'm like, I don't know, they kissed. He's like, how stupid is that? And then, when you're a kid, you think you came out of your mother's belly. You know what I'm saying? He's like, and you came out of your mother's vagina. And I'm like, no fucking way. That is fucking, how is a baby? Why would I come out of my mother's vagina? You know what I mean? Like, that's gross. I came out of her belly. You don't think about that, right? When you were a kid, did you ever think that you crawled out of your mother's snatch? You're thinking like, dude, it came out of belly button or something. You never think about that. But this dude was hitting me with logic, too. Well, think about it.
But you know what? What's fucked up is that when a kid hears that, the last thing they ever think they're ever going to do is fucking eat that thing like it's going out of stuff.
Oh, dude, you know what I mean?
Every chick they want to.
When my mother was younger, she was kind of hot, so I wonder if I came out with my tongue out, like licking it. No, I'm just kidding. That's not but no, my mother said I just kicked my ass. But I mean, when you think about it, you don't think when you're a kid, it's like, you think that's the grossest fucking thing on the planet. Like, why would you stick your penis inside of a woman's thing? You don't even. You know what I mean? I wasn't even sure. I thought my mother might have had a dick, too. I didn't know. I didn't know girls had. I used to see my sister naked every once in a while, but I wasn't sure. You know what I'm saying? I just thought maybe it didn't grow yet. I didn't know. You know what I mean? When you're young, you don't know these things, And then, my friend...
I was about 10 when I fucking started noticing that hey, not for nothing, if a girl grabs your cock and you fucking grab a twat, you both feel pretty good. So
I didn't know it, I would catch wood sometimes in school looking at chicks, but I didn't know why. I remember telling, my friend, does your dick ever stick out when you're near a girl? And yeah, mine does too. We couldn't figure that shit out. I didn't know what it was.
How old were you?
I don't know. I think it was 18. No, just kidding.
Last year.
No, you gotta understand something. I grew up, bro. I'm like 10 years older almost. You're 44, right?
46.
All right, you're 46. All right, I'm gonna be, I'll be 54 my next birthday. I'm 53, but I'm just saying, in the 60s, in the 70s, you didn't really know. They didn't talk about that shit. Like I remember seeing, like the first porn magazine. It wasn't even a Playboy. It was some fucking Euro magazine my friend had. And I'm seeing a chick had a hairy asshole and this big fucking bush and shit. And I was like, oh my god, what the fuck? I didn't know what the fuck that shit was. You don't know. You didn't.
When we were 10, we fucking had these fucking two girls, and we were in my friend's backyard, and we even took a minute each with them under the picnic table because they had a fucking tablecloth covering it, and you had a minute to fucking, make out with her and fucking grab a fucking box, and she'll grab your fucking cock and balls. And those were the quickest minutes that ever went by in my life. We're standing there holding a stopwatch or some shit.
Holy shit! I didn't have to.
We were switching with the girls and shit. It was just fucking.
Well, you Brooklyn guys grew up. You Brooklyn guys grew up faster than us. I'm from the Bronx, and then then we moved to Westchester, which is the Bronx's little brother. But still, I'm like, I didn't know. I think I made out with my first chick. I know who she was. I was in 7th grade, so whatever. I don't know, however old you are.
That's not too far off. That's only a year or two off from that. Yeah, but we were fucking kind of, it was kind of fucking slutty in my fucking area, so it was good to go up in.
I may jerk off to that story tonight, Joe.
Please, don't tell me. Make sure you jerk off about her, not me, you fucking Hey, dude, we're going to fucking be out in a couple of seconds, so fitnessrxformen.com. Make sure you guys get on that fucking forum and like that new Facebook radio show page, right, Greg?
Absolutely. You got to like the Facebook page. If you like what we're doing, please, we need all the help we can get. Make your friends listen to this ridiculous shit that we're talking about.
Yeah, so, nobody else can talk about glory holes but us, bro.
Absolutely. Hey, I hope fucking Santa brings you a nice present for Christmas, Joe.
Greg, you have a Merry Christmas. And our producer, Michael, we want you to have a Merry Christmas, too, my friend. You do a great job. We really appreciate it.
All right, so that's it, right, Joe?
We'll be here next week.
Who's our
Monday,
guest?
8 p.m. Eastern Time every fucking week. Fitness RX Radio. Pushing the envelope, baby.
Thank you for listening this week. Greg and Joe will be back next Monday at 5 p.m. Pacific Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time on the Voice America Variety Channel with another edition of Fitness RX Radio.